Good morning, I'm Tony Jacopin. We're on K2Born and we are on the series concerning sustainability and corporate social responsibility. And the topic of the day is social responsible investment. So what is it and what are we going to do? So first we're going to see the magnitude of this phenomenon in Europe and in US. We can see that it's increasing in both areas, but it's far more important in the US because it represents 10% of the world assets. You've got three major strategies in terms of social responsible investment. You've got strategy of screening, shareholder advocacy, and community investment. Strategy of screening, the most important one because it represents more than 70% of all this investment, imply creating some filter, as you can see around, and you can say you can put filter wherever you want. It can be either, as is the case here, in the situation where you don't want to invest in weapon. For instance, in this case, two companies have been included from their ranking, series ranking. It's yes and yes excluded. One is American, 3M company, and the second one is French, Alcatel. But you can choose to put some screening in any other category. It can be in nuclear energy, it can be in chemical drugs, you can even put some boycott against a country, against some shareholders, everything. The trend when we're talking about screening is to add always new categories. New category has been, for instance, junk food. Okay, so this is an example. So you can see that in terms of perspective, even if you want to add some new category, it's a limited evolution over time. Second aspect deals with shareholder advocacy. What is shareholder advocacy? Shareholder advocacy, in a normal situation, it's when a shareholder decides to be more involved into a company. So when we apply it to social responsible investment, what does it mean? I'm going to give you two examples. For instance, it can be an NGO, CITEM, the Spanish member of Clean Growth campaign. It's an NGO that wanted to be involved in Inditex. They didn't manage to get the information that they wanted, and therefore what they did, they acquired some share, and thanks to the shares that they acquired, basically they had access to the information. Second example, Pictet, at the annual shareholder meeting of Repsol, Spanish company, Spanish oil company. What have they done? Well, basically they did the following thing. At some point, should have Pictet raise their hand, say, well, today I have no question. People say, hey, why did you raise your hand then? Well, the people that is on my right has a question for you. He works in an NGO. According to his analysis of your answer, I will double or withdraw all my investment in your company. This is the point. And last aspect, it deals with community investment. When we're talking about community investment, it's about basing your strategy of capturing investment thanks to any community that you're part of. So if we're talking, for instance, of the example of Ivory Coast, you've got two diaspora. One is in US, the other in France, so you can make it based on it. For instance, in my case, I'm from Britain and France. I can say I can try to use this community to finance my project. Okay, so when we are contrasting this three strategy, screening is currently most important, but it's going to stagnate over time. Shareholder advocacy has huge potential because stakeholders will be always more eager to become shareholders to be able to manage advocacy. And community investment, in terms of potential, it's exponential. But when you start at 1%, it's obvious that it won't grow that much. Okay, so when we look at it, let's say that one of your question, I guess, would be, and what is the payback in terms of return on investment? So here, what you can see is that when you contrast, for instance, at London Stock Exchange, the FTSE for Good versus the FTSE, what you get? Well, obviously, the return on investment is less important for the FTSE than the FTSE for Good, the environmental one. And same issue for New York Stock Exchange. When you contrast Dow Jones Sustainability Index versus Dow Jones Sustainability Worldwide Sustainability Index, The payback is different, but what is positive when you go through social responsible investment is that basically you've got two issues. One, recovery is is faster, and two, the valuation is not going so low when you've got crisis. So it fits perfectly the need of some investor that do not want to have too shaky variation of the stock. Okay, so when we want to focus on this, I would say that there's three issues. Still primacy of screening strategies for the next few years, because there's always a new need to add some filters. Nevertheless, over time, it's obvious that shareholder advocacy would be the most important. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoy this topic of today, and hope to see you soon on K2 One. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.